I'm going to show you how to set up the Wave client software on a Linux machine. So I have the Ubuntu 18.04 software up and running, and I opened up the Files application on the left side here, as well as a terminal window over on the right. On my files, I went to the Downloads folder I started in Home, and then I went to Downloads, and this is where I've already downloaded the Wave client software using the Firefox browser. Here in the terminal, I'm going to do a CD and change directories to the Downloads folder, and you can always hit the Tab key on the keyboard for file name completion so that you don't have to type in the whole name. Notice that some things are case sensitive, so make sure you type in the right case. You can do ls, and I can see my 2 files then. Before we install software, it's always a good idea to check to make sure that there aren't any other updates that your server or the client machine needs. So you always do that with a sudo command. That gives you administrator permissions. That's the super user do command. And then we use the advanced package tool command apt for installing software. So sudo apt update, that goes out to the internet, and actually you'll see it needs my password. It goes out to the internet and sees, are there any new packages, any new software updates for any of the software on my machine, including the operating system. So we'll give that a moment to run, and it should come back saying that there's no new updates. And you'll see we are good to go. All packages are up to date. If I needed to actually do an update, if there was software that needed an update, you would do the command sudo apt upgrade, and it would go through and do that. The next thing we do is sudo apt install, and then we're going to do a period and / You have to put in period / to tell it the current folder. And then you start typing in wave-client, and then you can just hit the tab key on the keyboard, and it will fill in the rest of the file name, so you don't have to type it in and worry about making a mistake. And hit enter. And it comes back and tells us it's going to install the software. It needs to install a couple additional packages. It's going to download 368 kilobytes of data, and it's going to use 800 megabytes of space on the hard drive when all is said and done. So I'm going to tell it yes. It's going out to the internet. It downloaded those couple pieces, and now it's going through and extracting software, reading the databases, and then finally you'll see a progress bar in a moment when it's going through and actually installing the software. On a new system, it may also pop up and ask you to accept the end user license agreement the first time. So just go ahead and click on that if that comes up. And now you can see it is done. We can close our windows. And then how do I actually run the software? So we'll click on the application menu. Make sure you're viewing all applications and not just the frequent applications on the bottom. And then scroll down to the second page, and there's Wisenet Wave. You can right click on it, and there'll be an option to add it to favorites, which will pin it to this bar here on the left hand side. If you have trouble finding it, you can always just type in Wisenet or Wave here. And so the first time you run Wave client, you have to accept the end user license agreement shown here. And then the Wave client starts, and you'll see here's our new server, and so we would click and set that up for the first time. To learn more about this and other exciting Hanwha products, subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit us at hanwhasecurity.com.